Numonics with DJ Boot TV, and today we're looking at the AKAI Professional Advanced 49 controller system. So it's a pretty unique product as it allows you to control all your virtual instruments from the keyboard itself, giving you more time to be creative and less time in front of the computer, which is definitely something unique. Going to take a look at it as far as the features as both a controller as well as a software system that comes with the product that allows you to control all these instruments from the keyboard itself. So to start, I want to take a look at it strictly as a controller. It's pretty much what you come to expect from Akai. It's a very sturdy, well put together product here. You're going to have 8 pads, which are traditional MPC style drum pads, as well as the 49 keys, 8 performance knobs that you can use for automation within your DAW or controlling the actual instrument itself from these different knobs here. So that's very useful, and you also have real pitch and mod wheels that have a great feel to them. So you definitely have a professional product here when it comes to being a controller, which is ultimately, what you want out of it first and foremost. What makes this product unique though is not necessarily what it does as a controller, but how it integrates with your DAW. It is one of a few products that are out there now that allow you to control your virtual instruments from the keyboard itself, allowing you to have more time in front of the keyboard and less time in front of the computer keyboard, allowing you to be a little bit more creative. And basically how it works is that it integrates with your DAW using the VIP software, which allows you to control all your virtual instruments through this touch screen here, which is definitely a nice feature for sure. It comes with 16 gigabytes of content from manufacturers such as Electra, 88, Hybrid, Loom, and it works with all the other VSTs, especially like the Native Instruments Complete series and things of that nature. For me personally, it worked with all my virtual instruments with the exception of Camel Audio Alchemy and Nexus. So 95% were able to be used through the keyboard, so that's definitely a good sign as well. To go back to the VIP software, it's pretty interesting in the sense that you're going to be able to control all your plugins, and beyond that, you're able to layer them as well. So in addition to being able to access all through one, you can create your own new sounds by adding up to 8 together into one instrument. You'll see on the screen here now that I have 4 set up here, and you'll see on the mixer portion of the VIP software, you're able to do whatever you want in terms of mixing the volume, panning, things of that nature to get the sound exactly that you want, which is definitely a pretty unique feature. So it allows you to create your own sounds, and as well as access all your plugins that you have, whether it be an Absinthe, FMA, Contact, Massive, etc., whatever the virtual instrument that you have, you'll be able to control it right here on board, and that's definitely something that's helpful. I've been using it in Logic 10 with no issues. It does work with all other major DAWs like Ableton, Pro Tools, things of that nature. There's a whole listing here on the screen. I'll show you every single one that it has, and there's about 10 or so that you're able to control using the keyboard itself. So within the screen on the keyboard itself, you have a few different modes you're able to access through the screen here. The one that's the most useful and you'll spend the most time in is in the browser itself, and this is where you're able to select through all your different plugins and instruments, and you're able to do this using the 2 arrow keys below the interface, as well as you have a wheel here that you can press in to select, and that's how you're able to control that there. In addition, there's a control feature which is set up with all these knobs up here, so you're able to change individual effects on the keyboard as well as being able to go through the software. But the main thing is that Akai really wants to keep you in front of the keys as much as possible for the maximum impact as far as your creativity is concerned. The whole thing is the more time you spend here, the less time you have to do all the red tape on your DAW to do what you want to do with your composition. So that's really what the value proposition is of this product and what makes it unique. So to kind of show you an example as far as the possibilities with this, so I have 4 instruments set up. A sub bass, kind of a re-synth, a bell, and then like a synth lead to create this sound. And you'll see on screen all the individual ones coming up there. And I mix that to get a certain sound that I want that I'll show here in the demo track later on. But the whole point is that you drag and drop your instruments into the mixer, and then from there you can set up the volume and panning and things of that nature to your liking. So that's what's great about the VIP software, and beyond that you're able to use it in a standalone mode. So you're able to access all your VSTs without having to open up Pro Tools or Logic, what have you. I feel that this is very important for individuals that perform live, or keyboardists that are in a band, or a producer that performs his stuff in a live setting, as you're able to access all your sounds without having to bring up a DAW, which makes it a lot more convenient. I feel that this software is kind of like the equivalent to Serato for DJs, in the sense that it opens up much more possibilities. You don't have to use a traditional keyboard workstation with the sounds already put in here. Like, there's really no limitations as far as what you're able to do with the standalone mode. And they have a setting specifically for that, which is referred to as the set list. And with the set list, you're able to load up all your presets that you would use in your live performance in order and easily cycle through them. So if you're playing, like a traditional electronic keyboard in the verse portion, and then you switch over to an organ, you can do that with a click of a button on the screen here and not have to go back to the computer. So where it's very useful for a producer, I think where it becomes a game changer is for live performance. And that's just a very condensed way of looking at using the set list feature, but it's something I definitely recommend everybody check out who's interested in getting a keyboard that's going to allow them to use virtual instruments and perform live. There's a lot of ways to do this currently, but not as efficient as this product. And that's really what the key is to the Advance 49, is efficiency. It's going to improve your workflow and get you to be more creative and spend less time doing the tedious things that come along with music production and performance. So that's really the main point of it. So you're going to be able to access VIP in both standalone and within your DAW, which is what makes it very powerful. So as I mentioned earlier, it does come with 16 gigabytes of content from various manufacturers. And what I thought was kind of a cool feature within the software itself, you'll see the Advanced Content tab that shows you all the other products that are available for the Advance 49. So you're able to get even more than just the 60 gigabytes to add on to your collection, and then get more and more sounds to use and manipulate for your production. So really the possibilities are endless there, because you have more and more content that you can acquire, and beyond that you're able to combine the instruments to form something new. That's something that I feel is really advantageous about this product, and what makes it unique is the ability to connect multiple instruments into one, and ultimately you define that sound. So really, to conclude about the product itself, as a controller, it's very sturdy, it's well made, you're going to get great response from the pads and the keys themselves. I will say the keys are a little stiff in comparison to other controllers out there, but I felt that it's eased up a little bit as I used it, so you kind of have to break it in a sense. But outside of that, as a controller, it's very well made. I've had zero issues with it. Installation was very easy with the software. So you're getting a quality controller there. And in regards to the VIP software, I've had zero issues using it within Logic 10. It's very self-explanatory how the features are. It's pretty easy to use, which I think is very important. So there's really no learning curve for this product. And then you're able to expand it beyond what you're already getting from it. 16 gigabytes is a lot. It definitely justifies the price point of this product, because not only are you getting a quality controller, you're getting some new software in the sense of the VIP, as well as a lot of virtual instruments on top of it. So, with that said, I highly recommend this product for, especially if you're a live performer. But if you're just a traditional producer and you want to get into the 21st century of MIDI controllers, this is a great place to start, and it's going to allow you to do a lot of unique things that you won't really find in other products. It's available directly through AKAI Professional, as well as the retailers that they work with, and it's definitely a great product, and I highly recommend it.